Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. We've got a lot of information to get through today. We had a Zoom last night with Chavez where he gave us a special code that would work on Pi, which enabled us to be able to deposit funds and start and activate one of the trading options. And then we went through the entire platform, looking at all the different bits of detail, answering questions and so forth. So obviously I'm here to share that information with you guys. And I've asked for Dennis to follow on from me to go over the information on a mobile phone, because obviously a lot of people are going to be using it on their mobile. So I'll cover everything on laptop, and then Dennis will navigate around the mobile in the second part. So I'm going to be covering today what network to send into Pi. This is very important. If you don't use the right network, just as with any other crypto transfer, if you do not use the correct network, then you're going to lose your funds. So this is very important. I'm going to be covering strategy. Now, there isn't much to strategy. There isn't a great deal to strategize about. But within the Pi DApp or platform, each trading house has a bio. So I'm going to be showing you how to read that bio, and you can look at a little bit, look at the information about that particular trading house, and then you can make a decision as to whether you want to invest with one of those, with that one, or one of the other four, according to your understanding for that particular trading house. So there's going to be quite a lot of information on that. I'm going to be covering where to find your deposit wallet, also how to buy the USDT. What else was there? Oh yeah, looking at the statistics of each trader. Looking at the statistics of each trader and understanding what you're seeing on the screen, how you're able to monitor your funds, how you're able to see what trading is happening, and how and how to read the information on the screen. So there is a lot of information to go through. Anything else you can think of off of there on there, Dennis?
I think you're all good. Yeah.
That's pretty much everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Right. So now I'm here on my Binance platform. Let's start with what network. I sent funds from my bank account to Nexo last night, and Nexo has become so ridiculously expensive. Then the sooner that the BEP20 network goes live on Liquid Pay, the better, because I think that's going to be way, way cheaper. But certainly buying on MetaMask is, I think at the moment, looking like the cheapest way, because you can use your card. I don't think that's possible for most people on Binance. You have to buy it somewhere else. Okay, so this is my Binance. I'm not going to go through the process of how to buy. You guys are using Binance. You should know how to do that. I'm just confirming network. So you will be depositing into Pi using USDT. All right, USDT. You're going to get your deposit address from Pi, which I'll be showing you a little later how to do that. You must use the BEP20 network, and that's this one here, the Binance Smart Chain, BSC. Okay, Binance Smart Chain, the BEP20 network. Very important. If you use any other network, your funds will get lost and they will not be able to recover them. Okay, so you're using the BEP20 network. All exchanges and apps and Web3 wallets will accept a BEP20 withdrawal. Okay, So I think it's unlikely that you'll find one that doesn't do BEP20. The odd one, but on USDT they'll probably all do it. Okay, so now let's move on to. All right, so here we are at protocol yield. Now, when you log into Pi for the first time, if you haven't already been to the website, it will ask you to download the app onto your device, whether it's a laptop or whether it's a mobile. You'll get a notification at the top asking you to download it to your device. You can download it. It's fully trustworthy. So just download it to your laptop or your mobile. It's not a problem. And then you can just put it on your home screen so that you can access it easily and pin it to the bottom of your screen. So in the toolbar, so it's easy to see. Now, let's start at the top. All right. So when you go to it for the first time, you're going to have to do KYC. I can't show you how to do that on here now because I've already done KYC, but I will be doing a video that will show how to do it. But once you've done your KYC, it's a good idea to use the same email address that you have in your Affiliate Marketing 3.0 account. It's not essential, but because we're using a coupon code system, it's just going to simplify it. Otherwise, if you use a different email address to KYC with, you're going to have to transfer ownership of that coupon code to the email address that you've got in your WOZ account. Because the coupon code, once you generate it, it is attached to the email address on your WOZ account. Okay. So now you can just log in, and you need to set up two-factor authentication. Most of you should know how to do that because you would have used two-factor authentication on many different devices. There you go. And then you'll automatically be logged in. And then you've got your little icon up on the top right-hand corner. You can just click on that and you can gather details on there. So if you see settings, if you click on settings, and then you can see KYC here underneath settings. So if you've logged in, created an account and logged in, but haven't yet done KYC, you simply go to that little icon on the top right, click on settings, and then click KYC. Okay. And then once you've clicked on KYC, it will take you through the process. KYC is a very simple process of just taking a photograph of the back and the front of your driving license, or you can use a passport as well, and then taking a selfie photograph of yourself for what they call a liveness check. Now, once you've created your account, you can see up here, let me move you guys over to there. You can see here, my portfolio and available balance. You can see I've already deposited $100 and invested $20. So I'm going to work my way around the screen as we go. So if I click on here, click on portfolio, this will show you where you've invested, right? And we can show you, it gives you all of your stats. You can see there is 1 month data, 3 month data, 6 months data, all the data since you've invested, the Pi score at that particular time, the success fee, and the high water mark. Okay, so all the information that you need is right here at your fingertips. Now, when you first deposit and invest, it will take 3 days for any data to show. And the reason for that is because during that first 3-day period, it is the first time of trading. It is the first experience in trading using your funds. So it is essentially, although Chavez didn't describe it this way, but it is essentially creating data to create that first level of watermark, of high watermark. So it will take 3 days to do that. That's just for the first time that you activate a trade. Every time you do you activate a trade thereafter, it's instant because you've already had that 3-day period at the very beginning. Okay, So that's very important. You can see here the deposit option. So you simply click on deposit and then it will create an address. I can't remember if we had to activate this. I think once this will be generated once you create the coupon code and activate the coupon code. It doesn't happen until you've generated and activated the account, and your account isn't activated until you've used your coupon code. Okay. So as soon as you've activated your coupon code, a deposit wallet will be created. And you can see here it says only send BNB Smart Chain BEP20. This is BSC also. BNB, BSC, it's the same. BNB is actually the token for the smart chain, for the BEP20. Must use the BEP20 network. Okay, any other funds could be lost. So this is where you get your deposit address from. So you'd now copy your deposit address and then you would take it to Binance or to MetaMask and you would send USDT on the BEP20 network and it will arrive in here within a couple of minutes. It's a very fast transfer. You can see down here history, so you can see all of your history here. So this is the history of your activity on Pi. Okay, you can see I did a deposit of $75, another deposit of $25, and then I invested in a trader for $20. You can see here, you can see everything. Every piece of information is there. You can see any deposits you've made, any withdrawals you've made, profit sharing deposits, investments, profit sharing withdrawal, voucher refund. I don't know what that is. System, internal transfer, withdrawal fee, everything. Everything is there for you. You can see here my coins. Now, since we haven't started trading yet, I can't say for sure, but it looks to me as if you'll be able to see what the traders are doing, what the trades have been made. That's what it looks like. I don't know for sure. Let's click on this here. Let's click on this one here. So if I click on this deposit, if I click on that little arrow here, if I click on it, it gives me the drop down. And this is the transaction hash that shows this deposit. So if I copy that, I can now go directly to the BSC scan blockchain. Because this is crypto trading, everything is on the blockchain. There's no hiding anything. Everything is transparent and on the blockchain. So you can see here, I sent from this account into this account, and I sent $75. And you can see here, Binance Peg. This shows you that this has gone into a Binance account. All right. This has gone into the Binance account. This is the Binance smart contract for Pi. All right. So there's no hiding anything. Everything is here on the blockchain. If I click on this, you can see all the information here. The transaction hashes. This is everything that's happened on the smart contract. Where was the other bit of information? Oh, it was this one here. So you can see when you click on that contract address that everything is here. And you can see this is the smart contract. Okay. So these are all the transfers that are going into that smart contract. You can see one here, Bybit Hot Wallet. So there's no hiding anything. Everything is there on the blockchain for everybody to see. So you can physically demonstrate and show where the funds are going. Okay. All right. So far, all good. And you can do that with any of these. Look, if I click on that one, there's the transaction hash there. There's the transaction hash there. It's all there. Okay. Okie dokie. So now let's go up to here. Now, These are the traders. We've got 5 traders so far. Now, Chavez's Pi score is currently monitoring, I think it's around 600 different companies. Pi score is analyzing all of their data. And out of that 600, I'm sure it was 600, then they will select the next 3, 4, however many, once they've got enough data, and then they will come onto here as well. So there will be more choice. Right now, there's only 5, but it's a good starting point. But there will be more and more traders to start for you to choose from according to what you feel your strategy is. So let's look at this on here. Let's look at Swift Holdings. Now, you can see here they're trading with USDT. They're trading on Binance futures. Look, I'll be honest, I'm not a trader. I don't really understand what futures is. Maybe Dennis will be able to explain that on the second part. You can see on Purple Swan, USDT on Bybit with futures. You can see here that there are 15 investors. This must be from us last night. Okay, you can see on here there's 15 investors so far. This company has been around for 2 years and has a Pi score of 55. You can see, and I'll open it up, get a little bit more data in a minute, 7.5% a month on the P&L, 32% on a 3-month, and over 6 months, 110%. You can see here, 22 investors. This company's been around for a year. It's got $2,500 in investments. This has $3,000. 24% in 1 month, 32% in 3 months, 93% in 6 months. And you can see this is where I deposited my $20 yesterday or last night. And a Pi score of 55. Considered average risk. You can see all the same information. USDT, Bybit, futures, 22 investors, been around for a year, 9.5 for a month, 17.9 for 3 months, 127 over 6 months. Same information for all of these. So you're able to read each one of these bits of information and decide for yourself which company you want to invest in. Personally, as I go along, I will be investing in all of them. I think it's a good idea to have a spread because they're all going to perform differently at different times based on what they're trading and where they're trading. So my plan, my goal is to have $1,000 in each of these platforms and then build that up. I want to try and get myself up over the next 6 months. I want to try and get this up to $2,000 in each one. Obviously, that may change as we go along. If I find that one is performing better than the other, I may put my funds in there instead of in here, in this one. I don't know. My strategy will change as we go along and as we see the results. Here again, you can just click invest if you want to invest in this one. And you can see here, this is where you invest. So now your funds are held in here in the holding wallet. All right. Right now, there has been no investment made other than that $20. This $80 is available for me to withdraw or available for me to invest. So I'm going to show you how to do an investment. So I did $20 in here last night. So now I'm going to do $20 in here. So if I click on invest, and that brings up the investment screen. So now I can select how much. So I'll put in $20. Here, you can choose your reinvestment amount. So you don't need to set this on a daily basis. If you want to invest 50% and keep 50% to withdraw, then you can do that. You can always change this at a later date. This isn't fixed. So I'm going to leave that at 100%. I click that I understand and accept that my funds will be transferred to the service pool. And I click transfer now. You can see at the top, you've invested 20 USDT successfully in Service Swift Holdings. And now you can see, look, that was almost instant. Up here, $40 is now showing as invested. Here, it's showing as invested as well. If I now click on this, okay, that's because it hasn't yet processed. It takes 5 minutes for this to process, but this one should be ready. If I click on that, you can see here, this is where I can alter the reinvestment amount. And this is where I can add. There you go. Look, profit percentage updated successfully. So this is where I can add more funds into that pool if I wish to. If I want to withdraw, I simply click withdraw. Okay. Everything you need right there. Let's do again BTC Alpha. So I'll click invest. I'm going to put in $20. I'm going to leave this at 100%. Click that, click transfer, and get the notification at the top. You invested $20 successfully in Service BTC Alpha. That would be nice, BTCC. Okay, you can see here that's altered at the top here, $60 and that. So now I'll click on Blackwood Capital, do the same process again. Okay, click that, and that's done. And it's $80. So let's do the last one here. $20. That. Click transfer. And that's that done. I don't think I did this one, did I? I don't think I put any. There you go. 20. There you go. So now I've invested. Maybe that'll take a second to catch up. Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh, that's weird. Oh, yes, of course. So let's have a look at my portfolio. Okay, so this will take a few minutes to update. We'll let this update and then we'll come back to it. What's happened under here? Okay. All the social media stuff. Yeah, so you can see that's now changing. So as the deposit is processed. Yeah, there you go. As the deposit is processed, then the funds are deducted and then it will begin trading. And as I said, the first time you do this, it's going to take 3 days for all of the information to gather, the trades to get a bit of momentum, to start creating that watermark. Let's check the portfolio again. Okay, there you go. So BTC Alpha, Purple Swan, Swift Holdings, Blackwood Capital. Yeah, another one going to add on to there. Can I refresh the screen from here? I think I'm going to need to, if I click on that. Let me close it and then start it again. There you go. Perfect. So now look, all $100 is now invested. All $100 is now invested and is now working for me. So over the course of the next 3 days, the information will be gathered. And then you will see a high watermark. So here, there is a high watermark of $20 because obviously there hasn't been a pre-existing watermark, has there? So this $20 is now the watermark. Once they start trading and they exceed $20, then there'll be a new watermark created. So maybe, what day is it today? So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So by Tuesday, I should expect to see a different watermark here. Okay. I don't think I've forgotten anything here. That pretty much covers everything. Now, let's go to the WOZ account. Okay, so buying your subscription. So if you go into your WOZ account, click on subscriptions, you see Pi at the bottom. It's free for 1 month. This 30 days will probably start from tomorrow. You can see I've already generated 2 coupons here. You can generate as many of these as you want so that you can give them to people. So I'm going to show you that now. So who wants? Put your hand up. Let me just. So I'm going to generate a coupon code and then I'll send it to you, Sabina. And then you can, how many? So there's 3 of you. I'll let Dennis do a couple on his phone. So I'll send one to Sabina and Heather. You won't be able to activate it yet because it's not live, but you'll be able to activate it tomorrow when it goes live. It doesn't make any difference. Now, these coupon codes are similar to the ones from Liquid Pay. Now, this is very important information. Please take a note of this. Do not display your coupon codes publicly. Okay? With the Liquid Pay coupon codes, those coupon codes, because there's cashback attached to those coupon codes, there was a second level verification process with those coupon codes. So they were much more secure. But with these coupon codes, they could be used multiple times. So please do not display your coupon code in a public place. Just send it directly to one person. I've sent out 2 coupon codes as a result of my video that I put on TikTok. To both of those people, I sent a message saying, do not share your coupon code or display your coupon code with anybody. Otherwise, your account might be closed to protect your funds. Okay. So it's not that big a deal, but you know, why do we need to put the stress in Chavez's back office having to verify multiple coupon codes? Okay. Hopefully you all understand. All right. So you come to here, free trading pass, you click buy. Because it's free, it doesn't matter which one of these you choose. And you enter your transaction password. Agree the terms and conditions and click next. Now you get your OTP code. And now you can see there has been a coupon created, 6th of the 4th, 2025 at 21:55. So now that you've generated the coupon, you now go to coupon details. And then you can see, here's the coupon. So what I need to do is I need Sabina's email address that you've registered on WOZ or whatever you did the KYC with. Let me find you guys again. So Sabina, if you can put your email address in the chat.
Yes, I put it personally into your chat. Telegram.
Oh, on Telegram. Okay, no problem. Okay, so now this is, have you done KYC on Pi yet? No, okay. So I'm going to send it to this email address. Is this email address on your WOZ account? So make sure you do KYC using this email address, yes?
Yes.
Perfect. So I click transfer. You can see the code listed. Mm-hmm. So now I put in the email address. BLAUESWENDER 24 at gmail.com. Please double check that.
Correct.
Okay. I put in the transaction password. and click submit. And then you will receive an email. Don't open that email yet, because what I'll do is I'll get you to share screen and open the email live on here so everybody can see it, so they know what the other person receives and what they have to do. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now,
This needs a bit.
you can see here, it says cancel. Let's say I put in the wrong email address or I spelt it incorrectly. So Sabina would not receive that email, which means this coupon code wouldn't be able to be used. So I can click cancel and it will cancel the transfer of the code. So I could then transfer it to somebody else. I also copy the code and send it to the person independently of the email as well. The email will give them the code, but I send them the code independently as well. Okay. And it will show here. You can see where I sent it to, the email addresses that I sent it to, and whether they've been redeemed or not. Obviously, they haven't been redeemed because it's not live. Now, once they redeem the email, the coupon code, they will be able to use Pi for free for 30 days, but not for 30 days from the date that they redeemed the coupon code. It's the same situation as with Liquid Pay. It is only during the first 30 days of launch. So if they redeem their coupon code tomorrow, then they'll get 30 days. If they redeem their coupon code on the 20th, then they will only get to use it for 10 days for free. They still have to deposit funds to trade. They just get free access. They can deposit as little as $10, but as much as $100 for the purposes of trading. At the end of that 30-day period, their trading will end and their funds will be available for them to withdraw, or they will have to contact you to open an account in Affiliate Marketing 3.0 and then buy the next package, the $500 package. There might be a $100 package coming, but I don't know for sure. Chavez intimated, somebody asked that question last night. Chavez intimated, wait until the 30-day period is over. So let's see. Maybe there'll be a lower package that will come, but I don't know for sure. Okay, let's do another one. Who was the next person after Sabina? Who else put their hand up?
It's
Huyen, I think, is number 2.
Heather.
Huyen was, I'll do Huyen.
No,
And
Heather is the one who.
oh, Heather. Okay, Heather, can you send me your email address in the chat, please?
It's in the chat already.
Is it? Oh, okay, perfect. Okay. So again, the process of activating a free pass. So come to Pi subscriptions, click on buy, select any one of these. It doesn't matter. Put in your password. Agree to the terms, click next, and then get your OTP from the chat, from your email address. And then you can see another free trading pass created. Click on coupon details. And then you can see it here. So now I'm going to transfer that coupon code. Heather36@gmail.com. Oh, there you go. See, I nearly spelt it wrong. See how easy it is to make a mistake? And the coupon is away. So again, you should receive that in your email inbox, but don't do anything with it just yet. So again, I can cancel it if I need to, but not a big deal. You can use this coupon code yourself, but you can only obviously use one. So this is how you'll generate your coupon as well. So let's have a look. Because Pi is a CeFi product, you will earn 5x. So it comes into this area here. So you buy a $500 package, $1,500 will be added into your remaining 5x. It is a 5x product. I think that covers everything. So let me stop sharing. Heather, can you share screen? Perfect. So go to your email address.
I see it.
Right, scroll down. There you go. Perfect. So you'll get this. So once you've transferred the coupon code, let's just see if it shows the coupon code. Can you just scroll down a little bit? No, the other way. Go up the screen, sorry. Okay, maybe it'll show the coupon code after you verify. So they'll receive an email, subscription activation. All right, now if you click on verify email, Pi subscription activated. Fine. Okay, so that means you'll be able to just log into Pi. Even better. So just hang on. Just log out of that email, go back to the inbox. Let's see if you get a second email. Now, close that email, click on inbox, scroll down a little bit slowly. Slowly, you want to see that? That's it. There you go. Perfect. So they now get an email. Your Pi subscription activation coupon is ready. They get the code. Explains that it's a free trading pass, what the value of, all the information they need. So all they got to do then is click on this to go to the page and then complete their KYC, deposit their money between $10 and $100 and begin trading. Perfect. Thank you for that. You can stop sharing now.
Okay.
All right. So finally, last bit here. Let's just do the last couple of bits. So now, if I click on Swift Holdings, if I want to understand each of these different companies, if I click on the name, click on Swift Holdings, and then you can see all the same information here. All right. You've got all of the stats here. All right. This has been 198% over a year, 16 investors, $3,700, 7.5% over the last month, 32% over the last 3 months. Imagine that, 32% over 3 months. I'm making 8% a year on my investment. But here I'm making 32. I can possibly make 32% in 3 months. That's unbelievable. You can click here, 1 month stats, 3 month stats, 6 month stats, 1 year, all time. This is the time for all of their stats since this company launched, because this is everything. And look, there's been a bit of an influx here, which I guess is us guys going live in the last few hours. You can click here, daily P&L percent compounding, daily P&L. P&L is profit and loss. I think so. There you go. Daily P&L there. You can just look. Everything is there for you to be able to see. All right. Total balance, number of investors. I assume, I don't know. I guess that's number of investors. I'm not sure. But it looks like that's 7. All right. Now, this is Pi score here. There's not a lot of data yet because obviously there isn't many investors. But this is the data about the company outside of Pi. All right. Days in profit, 171 days. Profits, 199%. So this is what's going to give you an idea of whether you want to invest in this particular company today or not. But read about the company. Everything you need to know about this trading house is here. What's the unique selling proposition? High news sensitivity. They have the ability to react to market news information very fast. So you can take the time to read about the company and make a decision. What do you feel about that? Maybe all you want to know is this, 198% a year. I'll trust that because the rest of it may not matter to you. And then I can read about Purple Swan in here. And again, like unique, strong trend following. The cryptocurrency market often experiences rapid and significant price fluctuations, forming clear upward and downward trends. Momentum strategies can effectively track these trends. So you can read about each of these different investors to help give yourself a sense of which one you'd like to invest in. Finally, let's go to MetaMask. All the chains are here. This shouldn't be new information for you guys. You've been using MetaMask long enough, but for anybody here that's new, you can see here Binance Smart Chain. If you haven't added it, then it'll be in the list at the bottom. You just click add and it will automatically be added. So you just click on Binance Smart Chain. It will switch to that smart chain, to that network, and then you can send it directly from here. You can buy USDT here. It's very fast, it's very easy, and it's cheap. So you can connect the wallet there. Oh yeah, so it looks like the minimum is $13 by the look of it. It says enter a value between 13 and 57,000. So if you want to buy 57,000, it's right there. But obviously you want to buy 100. So just buy a little bit over. And then you just select your payment system. And then you can continue with the ramp network. And then just follow the process. I'm not going to do that now, but just follow the process. And within 5-10 minutes, you'll have USDT on the BEP20 network, the Binance Smart Chain network in here. And if you need to add USDT, if you haven't already got it, then these 3 dots, click on that, click on import, and you just need to search USDT, and it's right there. Click next, click import, and then it's here. So now, if you want to deposit, you can click on my portfolio. Oh, you could just click deposit, invest on the company on that particular one, can you? Yeah, so let's click on that. Add to investment or invest. Okay, can't do that yet. So I'll come to here, click deposit, and then it will generate the wallet once you've activated your code. So I copy this address, and now I can click on send. Add the address, and I'm sending USDT. And then you put in how much you want to send, and then just follow the transaction process as with any other transaction, and it will arrive in your Pi deposit wallet within a couple of minutes. All right, I'll take a break now. I'm going to hand over to Dennis.
Okay, it's my turn. So yeah, well, that was very precise presentation of where or how are you going to navigate all the walkthrough on a laptop. So eventually, I know that most of you are going to use mobile phones, so I'll just go through some of the details. Basically, there's nothing much different with the mobile phone. It's just get smaller. Okay, so but I'll show you at least. So let me share my screen so that I can start, and then I can show you as well how are you going to install Pi on your mobile phone. Okay, so let me share my screen. Give me a second. So anyone can see my screen now?
Yes.
Perfect. So first thing you need to do, okay, when you are going to this is your first time, you're going to go to the website of Pi, okay? So you just have to open any browser that are available on your phone. So at this example, I'm going to use Chrome, okay? So I use Chrome. Then the next thing you have to do is go to pi.xyz, okay? When you go to this is where the page you're going to get the installer of Pi. You will not found Pi in app stores or in Google Play. Okay, it is pre-installed with a pop-up that's coming out here in the browser. Okay, so now once you are here in Pi website, this is very important. Okay, you have to click the login details. Okay, you have to click login so that it will show you the installer. So when you click login, okay, there is going to be a pop-up. Then we click the 3 lines and then we click login. Okay, now you can see at the bottom of the screen, you can see the Pi and then the word install. You just have to click install, okay, and then just follow again the instruction, just click install, and then you will be able to see it on your mobile. Okay, so you just need to exit to your browser, go back to where it is, and eventually it will show up here at the moment. Okay, there you go. So you can see, okay, now, so here you'll be able to see the Pi logo. So that means it's already installed. You just have to wait a few seconds, maybe a minute, and then it will be there. So once it's there, so you don't need to use your browser to log into Pi, but it's okay also to use uh your login your browser to navigate all the Pi. But if you are convenient on using the app, that will be also okay. It's not going to be a problem. When you will already KYC, you done your KYC, then you don't need to do you don't have to do anything but to log in. So there's a login button. Okay, here you go. This is the login button. You just have to click that, and then you will be able to log in. So click login. So when you click login, okay, so make sure that you know your email address and of course the password that you use when you sign up on Pi. Okay, so I'm going to log in. Now I know my password now. Yeah. Perfect. So I need to check my email again. Okay. 5567. Okay, now I'm logged in. So basically it's the same. When you log in, you will be able to see the instruction on how are you going to invest on Pi. Okay, since you will be able to see here that I also deposited upon here. I have $100 at the top, so it's the same uh button that you'll able to see on the laptop. It just makes smaller, or it's just going downward. Okay, but everything is the same in laptop, so you don't have to worry about how are you going to navigate on the app on the mobile phone. Okay, if you're looking on where are the other tools, you just have to click the 3 lines. Okay, the 3 lines. Okay, so this is the 3 lines. So you'll be able to see your settings, your subscription. So here in subscription, if you click subscription, so you'll be able to see here all the licenses. And then at the bottom of it, okay, you scroll down, you'll be able to see the coupon code. Remember, like Sabine, like Heather, Joe send out the coupon code. They receive it on their email. You just have to copy and paste it here. So this is where you paste your coupon code. Once you enter the coupon code, since right now it's still not yet active, but when it's active, just have to click verify, and then you will get a notification that you have successfully entered the coupon code. For now, if we put a coupon code, it will say invalid coupon code because it's not yet activated at the moment. Hoping that on Monday, it will be activated, or tomorrow, or Tuesday, or probably on Wednesday when Chavez is going to announce. It's yes, of course, we are all excited to have this. Okay, and then of course, with regards to subscription, you want to see where are the subscription you want to subscribe. Here you will be able to see the subscription. Okay, if you click here the marketplace, this is where all the company or the strategies or the companies that Joe is showing us that we're going to invest are in this tab. Okay, so you'll be able to see that there. And
Dennis,
then,
get
sorry.
this bar, yes, out of the way.
Okay, so when you click that marketplace, then now you can see all these Swift Holdings. See, Swift Holdings, Purple Swan, BTC Alpha, Blackwood Capital, Algo Rider. It's the same. You can see uh, every details that was seen or you'll be able to see in the laptop is all in there. Of course, the monthly, the 3 months, the 6 months, so you'll be able to see everything here. And then of course the invest button where you want to invest once you already have your funds. That's basically is going to do. So we're going to do an example again. So I will invest my $100 right now so that you'll be able to see how to invest on the mobile phone. Like I said, it's very straightforward, the same as what Joe did. Okay, so let me show you. So right now, let's go with Algo Rider. So I'm just going to click invest. Okay. Then, as you can see, there's no difference as well on the laptop. You just have to type in the amount of investment that you wanted to put in, that you wanted to trade on this company, Algo Rider. And then, of course, the reinvest, there's the slide button if you wanted to. So it's all up to you as well. Then you just, for me, I'm going to reinvest everything just for the sake of this demonstration. Just have to click, I understand. Everything is ready. And then you have to transfer now. And then you will be able to see at the top. Can you see at the top? You invested $20 successfully in the Silver's Argo Rider. And then you just have to click close. Then that's it. So you are already invested. So if you wanted to invest on all of this, of course, like Joe suggested, it's not actually a suggestion. It's just an his personal opinion that we should invest on each of one of this. For me, also the same strategy. Probably I'll be able to do one or two at first to see what's working, and then if you can see all the details here, that everything is working for you here, then that means you have to change or you have to do all the strategies are all up to you. There is no right or wrong. Okay, it's just that you have to be very vigilant on everything that you see on the details on every company that you invested in. That makes sense? So let's do this. So now, the next thing we're going to invest is on Blackwood. Okay? If you can see at the top, okay, you will be able, just before I go to Blackwood, okay, you can see at the top, $20 is already been invested, and what was left is the $80. So it's that simple. That's quick. You just have probably wait a couple of minutes, and then it will reflect everything in here. So that's how simple it is. So let's go to BlackRock. Okay, so this Blackwood, sorry. So Blackwood, we're going to invest. So again, just have to click it, and then you have to put how much amount you wanted to invest. Okay, and then let's put it to invest, or let's say we can do that. We can 50%, and then I can, because we can edit that later. It's not permanent, so you can edit anywhere, anytime you wanted. If you wanted to withdraw 50%, and then 50% is going to be reinvested, and then just click transfer. And then successfully, again, we invested in Blackwood. Just click close, and then let's go invest with another. So I'm going to invest my $100 to all five. So I'm going to put 20 each on the company. But just remember, okay, this is very important to understand and remember that you will, for now, as the pre-pass, you will not be able to invest more than $100. Okay, so that's the maximum right now. But of course, when you will be able to buy the license, when the packages are activated, then we can increase. So that's something that you have to remember as well. So let's try to invest with BTC Alpha. Okay, let's do 20 again. And then I'm going to reinvest everything. So and then transfer now. Very simple, very straightforward. You don't have to worry about how I'm going to do it. Is it very hard? I'm not techy. Everything. This is very user friendly, as you can see, even in a mobile phone, even on a laptop, everything is user friendly. The way Chavez has designed this wonderful platform. So I'm pretty sure there will be no more worries about doing things like how much or how many or the button to click or anything like that for you to worry. I don't think you're going to have to worry. As you can see it right now, it's really simple. Just click invest. Okay. Joe demonstrated to you how to deposit. It's still the same, like I mentioned to you. It's always the same. It's just that the mobile phones got smaller. Okay. So the deposit wallet, if you wanted to see, okay, you just have to go to the three lines and then click settings. Oh, sorry, click the subscription. This one. Okay. So the
How did you get to that?
give me a second. So this is the button that we will going to click to see the deposit. Okay. You go to your portfolio. So your portfolio is your way through to your deposit. Okay. So when you click deposit, let's try to go back to let's say on our profile. Then you'll be able to see your profile. But what every time you click your my portfolio on the top, it will show you deposit. When you click deposit, it will generate you your wallet address. Of course, yes, here you can see. So here, so the wallet address. What is this? The wallet address is here. You can copy that using this button, or you can scan the QR code when you are trying to send from your exchanges. Okay, remember this is BEP20 only. So it's very important to remember that it's BEP20 only. I know we have so many USDTs that we encountered, ERC20, ERC20, all of them. So you just have to be very, very careful and remember which platform you are working on. If you are working on Capital 3.0, of course, that's TRC20. If you are working with Pi, that's BEP20. If you are working with Dodo, that's ERC20. So there are so many 20s that you'll be able to encounter. That's why you have to be very, very careful on what platform you are working with so that your funds or your money will not be lost. Okay? I hope that's clear to everyone. So let's do this. Okay, so that's the deposit wallet. So I'm going back to my marketplace. I'm going to finish the last one. So look at this. If you'll be able to see this. Okay, I already have invested $80 and I have $20. Oh, sorry, it's $60, but the other one is on the way. Bro, you have to wait a little and it will be reflected in there. But right now there's only one left that I need to invest. So let's invest that on Swift Holding. So Swift Holding is the only one that I haven't put in. So for you to check, at least you don't know what are the companies that you already invested in. Just click again your portfolio. Okay, you'll be able to see here. If you can see, all of them are here. So you will not be lost that you will not be able to do multiple investment if you don't want to do multiple investment. But of course you can put multiple times on every company. It doesn't matter how many times, it's okay. But of course at this moment we only have $100, that so you want to invest it in a different one, and then you are worried that, oh, I forgot, I don't know where I invested one. Just go to your portfolio and you'll be able to see everything in there. Now, let's go to my marketplace again so that I can see the last investment that I wanted to do. See? So as you can see, the invest button is now disappeared and it was replaced with invest or invested amount. So if you can see the difference here, you can see the difference here. Look at Swift Holding, it is invest, and then earlier when you already invest, it becomes the amount of investment that you have. So let's click invest again. This is the last one. Okay, and then you have to type in how much investment you wanted to. It depends on the compounding that you wanted or the investment. Then click transfer, and then you will get the you invested successfully. Okay. One more thing. With regards to this one, I think this is once Joe's mentioned, but probably I can give a little explanation of this. Futures. Okay. This type of trading is simply uh like investing on something that you will buy in the future. I mean, this is a good example. If you say there's an apple, okay, an apple costs £1. So you will buy you know, or you predicted that this apple will go up in price after a month or after a year. So you will buy that contract of that apple for £1, and then of course when it goes up after a month, then you can sell and then you get the profit. So basically that's how future tradings works. I don't know how the predictions, or of course the expert traders would be able to understand everything on that, but that's the basic explanation that I can give on futures. That makes sense. So yeah, basically is that your balances, okay? If you click the balances here, you can see here the balances. If you click that, you'll be able to see my coins, okay? So in my coins, I already don't have the coins because I invested everything. But if you have something in here, these coins, okay, just to clarify also as well. Let's say you have $100 in here, okay. That $100, okay, you can withdraw that anytime you wanted because that is your property. That is your asset. Okay. If you will remember, Joe has seen a plus sign and a minus sign on his on the laptop. The plus and minus sign disappeared because I don't have already a balance. But if it has a balance, you will be able to see the plus and minus. Okay. So plus is the deposit part, minus is the withdrawal part. Okay. If you click this minus, it will show you the withdrawal. You have to put in the address where you want to withdraw. Even if this is your profit or not, or your capital, you'll be able to click that and click withdraw. So this is basically a withdraw button, the minus button there. Okay. So I hope that clears out what is the purpose of that. Of course, the transaction history, you'll be able to see the transaction history, just like Joe said. You'll be able to see, I deposited 100. I invested on every trading platform that we have. So it doesn't matter how many investment that you have. If the 600, how many, Joe? 600 more companies that being scored. If there will be added like 20 more in the near future, then probably we can invest almost all in there. Or of course, it depends on your strategy. It depends on how you wanted to grow your income. So this is trading. Okay, there is risk, of course. Remember that there's risk, but the way Chavez designed this, we are almost risk free. Okay, that's my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong, Joe, but this is my understanding that we are almost risk free here. So this is really, really an amazing tool that we can maximize. We can take advantage of. We can start with. So I'm really, really excited to that this will go live hopefully tomorrow. Probably the longest would be Wednesday, when Chavez is going to give his updates. That this is going to be the first update that every time everyone can jump in and invest. Okay, so this is basically the walkthrough. If you are using iPhone, it's almost the same as well. If you are going to use a browser on your iPhone, any browser would do. It's still the same. Nothing is going to be a difference. The only difference that you'll be able to see on browser on mobile phone is this is not showing. Everything is here. So that's the only difference as I noticed as I navigate every earlier with the iPhone and with Android. Right now I'm using Android because I read the frequently asked question that the application is only available in Android. iOS I haven't mentioned that, but I haven't checked if it will work on iOS. If anyone of you will be able to check that, that's okay. If you can install, but this is the only difference. Okay, this is the only difference. Your portfolio, your marketplace, you'll be able to see it here when you use the browser. So yeah, I think that I cover everything. Yeah, anything else that you think I missed, Joe?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind showing on MetaMask where to find Binance Smart Chain.
Cool. So let's go to MetaMask. Okay. So this is to show you where is BNB. So let's open MetaMask. So again, just like Joe said, this is not new to us. This is where we have been working on since the beginning. So it's not going to be a hard thing. Okay, so if you can see, where is it again? You can see this is the BNB Smart Chain. If you don't see it yet here, just you will have to see it in here, just like here, and then you just have to click add, the same as what Joe's show you in the laptop. So it's there's like I said, there's nothing much difference. It's just you just have to read the screen. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Uh, what do you call that? Tip by Joe. Always read the screen. Okay, so that's amazing. Yeah. So basically, when you go to Binance Smart Chain, just click it, and then it will automatically go to Binance. Then you'll be able to see your token here. So when you are here, you'll be able to send and receive. So let's say let's add USDT first, so that you'll be able to send. So let's see here. You just have to click this on the plus sign, so that you can add or import token. So and then type USDT. Okay, now you can see that. You find Tether, and then click next, and then import. Okay. Now, let's say you already have the fund. You wanted to transfer it on your Pi. Just have to click USDT. Okay. There is is. Okay. Send. Okay. I don't think I have to demonstrate that. Joe already demonstrated how to get the address. I've shown you as well on the mobile phone how to get the address. And then you just have to click send, and then everything is the same as what we are doing in all other tokens that we are managing on our own wallets. So I hope it's clear. So yeah, I think that's it. It's so simple. It's so easy. Nothing to worry about. If we, with regards also to the buying of USDT, okay? I just discovered one thing, one company, okay? I just registered on it. I will tell you, this is going to be the benefits of this going to be all of the people, mostly probably here in the UK, because you can transfer your GBP or your pounds, and then you can buy any cryptocurrency on that company. I will not tell it yet until I'll be able to do the transaction. At least I will know it's working. But they said this company it's been existing for years now. So let's see, and I will be able to share it to you once I prove that this is really working. So buying USDT, just like Joe on Nexo, is getting expensive and expensive. They said that buying crypto here is really cheap. So that is something that I'm looking forward to see and for you to share as well. So yeah, I think that's it.
Amazing. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Dennis. That was a really wonderful walkthrough. Great job. So I just want to cover a couple of things. Okay, so these are obviously all of the subscriptions for Pi. You cannot hash up. So you can only buy the $500 package once, because once you've paid for it, it's yours for a lifetime. If you want the $1,000 package, you only add $500, and then you will upgrade to the $1,000 package. If you want the $5,000 package, you simply add an additional $4,000. So you can upgrade. You cannot hash up. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. You can simply add the additional funds, and that will allow you to upgrade to the next package. Now, one more thing I wanted to show. Now, this is very important. Let me just go to the markets. So what I'm showing you here is, let's look at top ERC20, for example. You can see these are all red. So the market is down on here. Okay. Down here. This is trading. Okay. Look, everything is down. So this is a trading platform. These companies are trading. All right. You can see, look here, these are down, but these ones are up. Look at this, 56%, 13%, 12%. Right? If we look at all of these, it shows you which ones are up, which ones are down. This is on Binance. I'm showing you this. Okay. So this is trading. So, okay, my whiteboard is visible.
Yes.
All right. So you have to remember this is trading. Okay. Now, we're in a different position because we're using a trading house. They trade with billions of dollars every single day. When you're trading by yourself, you're making in the moment decisions on one asset, maybe two or three, but even if you're trading a few different assets, you can only trade one asset at a time. You can't click the button on lots of different assets unless you're doing an index trade, as in with Dodo, for example. These trading houses are using AI, HFT trading. These are extremely powerful systems. They are not trading independently. There is a workforce of people that are constantly feeding information into the AI on a minute-by-minute basis so that the AI is able to make very fast, very accurate decisions. However, it is not infallible. Trading is trading. There's going to be days when it goes up and you're going to see everything in green. There's going to be days when you'll see it go down and you'll see it in red. And trading takes this path all the time. When you're talking about trading, what you're looking for is it's all about the average. Over the course of the day of a professional trader, there's going to be times where they'll close trades and it might be down by 2%, maybe by 10%. There'll be times during the day where it will close. He'll close trade. That person will close trades at plus 10% or 5% or whatever. You get the idea. Okay. For somebody with the trading pass, with the 30-day trading pass, they've got 30 days free trial. At the end of this 30-day free trial period, trading for them will stop because it's a free access package for 3 days. Because otherwise, they could just leave their $100 in there, allow it to compound for 6 months, withdraw some of it, say 80% of it, then redeposit and take advantage of that free trading period. So at the end of the 30-day period, trading will stop for them and they will then be able to withdraw all of their funds plus their profits. So let's say they've invested $100. Over that 30-day period, they've benefited by 10%. That means that they will be able to withdraw all $110. But it is also possible that at the end of this 30-day period, that it could be down. There may only be $80 available to withdraw. You understand? In that 30-day period when they're trading, it is possible that at the end of that 30-day period, that their account could be down. Because at the time it stops trading, that could be the time when the market is down in that moment. Could be the time in the moment when the decision's made in that moment by the AI that they are down. So that's an important thing to remember, right? From the perspective of an ongoing opportunity, it's all about the averages. So you should allow the process to take place. Don't panic because you see funds in the red or down. Allow the process to take place. This is all about the averages. If you make 10% in one day and your account is showing $10 more, you can withdraw that $10 if you wish to. But if it's showing that you've got $90, that's not the time to be panicking and withdrawing. So it's all about the averages. But if you choose to withdraw your funds at a time when you're in the negative, then that's not a wise thing to do. Just wait, just leave it, wait. The profits will go back in again. Remember, there is a high water mark. Allow that process to go through. Okay. So it's not a time to panic. Just let the process happen and you'll see those profits build. Because of the high water mark, the trader does not get paid unless they exceed the previous level of watermark. So it is in their interest to build. So you might be 5% down today, but you might be 10% up tomorrow, 15% up tomorrow. You might be 5% down today, 2% up the next day. But then they don't get paid because they won't have exceeded the high water mark. We have an extremely powerful platform here. Okay, I think that's it. What do you think, Dennis? That's everything?
One more important reminders to everyone, okay? With regards to the packages, okay, Joe explained to you the upgrade. But remember, and please, 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 do not downgrade, okay? Especially the free pass. Because if you downgrade and buy again the free pass when you already have your package from 500 to 1,000, your account will be downgraded as well. That is the one important reminder that Chavez told us. So I wanted to remind you as well. That is very important. So downgrading is not an option. Upgrading only.
Good call, Dennis. Good call. I'd forgotten that. Yes, absolutely. If you've bought a $500 package and you try to use a free pass, you'll be downgraded. So don't make that mistake. Perfect. All right. So before I open up for questions, I'm going to take the couple that are in the chat.
Already answered the chat.
Oh, okay. You've already answered it. Did you answer to eat? Okay. I'll just do it out loud so everybody can hear. How is the gas fee on MetaMask BNB? BNB changed very cheap. I think I saw on there, if you're doing BNB to BNB, I think it's free. But even if it's not, it's pennies. Very, very cheap on the Binance Smart Chain. For the US, for anybody here that's in America, do the KYC. If your KYC gets accepted, then you can use Pi. If it doesn't, then you won't be able to use it yet. You'll need to wait. It doesn't mean you won't be able to do KYC again. It doesn't mean that you won't be able to use it at all. It just means you need to wait. But if you do KYC and your KYC gets accepted, you can use it. But Chavez has said, for now, if you are able to use it, that's fine. Just don't promote it publicly because that may interfere with the compliance process. So on a one-to-one basis, you'll be fine, but don't promote it on a wide scale because that might interfere with the authentic. What's the word I said? You understand what I'm saying? The verification process. I can't remember what I said. What was the word I said?
The compliance.
Compliance. That's it. The compliance process. Okay. Perfect. All right. Let's open for questions. This system is working under a new system that's come to the crypto space in the last kind of year, really. I saw this for the first time about a year ago. I was reading about social finance about a year ago, but I didn't really pay much attention to it. There wasn't a great deal of news about it, so I didn't really think about it again until Chavez mentioned it when he was introducing Pi to us. Social finance, SoFi for short. Okay, it's quite a big banner. There's a few different things underneath the banner of social finance, but it's basically a system of financing that doesn't include the banking world. It's almost like, you could almost sort of say like peer-to-peer, really, to some degree, but it requires licensing, it requires regulation, and it requires compliance. Okay, so social finance is basically the ability for an individual to collect funds from other people for the purposes of investing. You have to be licensed in order to do that. And that's how we are licensed, through Binance and through Bybit. So this is how the success fee works. Let's say you start with $1,000. All right. So now you've got a high watermark now. All right. Let me explain high watermark. Right. High watermark is a very important feature of Pi. High watermark means the minimum required profit in order for the trader to get paid. In normal trading, if you were using a broker, if you invested some money, you started making some profit and it went down and then it went up and it went down and it went down and it went up. So if you invested $1,000 over here, you could have $800 if the market goes down. But here, because you made a profit, the trader gets paid. Here, you made a loss. Here, you made a loss. But here, you made a profit. The trader gets paid. Because even though you've got less money than you started with, the difference between here and here is considered profit. So the trader still gets paid. Same here. It's down. You're now got less money, but the difference between here and here is still considered profit. So the trader gets paid. With our system, that doesn't happen. So here, the trader does not get paid because that is lower than this trading profit. In order for the trader to get paid, it needs to be higher than that last profit. Okay, that's what high watermark means. So the trader can't just go, well, we made a profit today based on yesterday's numbers. We get paid. They only get paid if they make more profit than the last high watermark. So if you invest $1,000, this is now your starting point, your initial high watermark. If you make 10% profit in your wallet, you will now have $1,100. This $100 is now split 50-50 with the trader. Okay, but now you have a new high watermark. So in your wallet, it would show 1,050 because the trader gets the other 50. All right, but your high watermark is now $1,100. All right, so let's say the trader makes 8% profit. So 1050 times 8 means that you have $84 in profit. So now in your wallet, it would show $1,134. Okay, so this $34 is now split 50-50. So the trader gets $17, you get $17. So now in your wallet, it will show 1,117. 1,117. If you make, let's say the trader now makes, I don't know, let's see if these numbers work out. 2% profit. So that 2% would be $22.34, which means you would now have $1,139. So the $39, no, because now you've got a new watermark of 1,117. So yeah, so this difference here gets split between you and the trader. But whatever the next number is, let's say, for example, this day it's down by 3%. That means you keep whatever there is. Everything belongs to you. The trader gets nothing. Okay? The trader only gets paid if they exceed the previous day's high watermark, the previous day's profits. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. Dennis will do a spreadsheet. Maybe we'll come on the next Zoom. Maybe I'll do a Zoom during the week if Dennis is available, and perhaps, or if he's had time to create the sheet, if he doesn't mind doing it.
I already started.
Good man. So then if you let me know when you're ready for it, perhaps we'll do a Zoom later in the week, maybe after Chavez one Wednesday or on Thursday night after Q&A.
Sure.
Okay. Hopefully you all understand and have a much better idea of the scale of this platform and what its potential is for the future for us. You know, it's going to take time to build data. And it's not something that's going to give you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars overnight. But believe me, with these systems, you know, on there, these companies have been going for a year to 2 years. If what they do didn't yield profits, they would already be dead. They would already be gone. AI is changing the world. There isn't an industry out there now that isn't using AI to enhance its services or to streamline its business or to help its customers. There is AI in everything now, and that's because AI is extremely powerful. We need to put our trust into Pi and enable it to collect that data. And then I know that in a month from now, in 30 days from now, we will see good profits. Once your trading pass expires, then you simply upgrade to the next package. So you'll just buy the $500 package and your funds will just continue trading. I will be looking to buy my $500 package before the end of my trading pass ends. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Hopefully you understood everything. Any questions, then, you know, feel free to reach out. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. See you another day. Bye.
Bye, Dennis.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.